Our next category this afternoon is effective recruitment and retention. In this category, we were looking for initiatives in children's or adult services that may have used innovative ways to recruit sufficient numbers of effective social workers or social care staff, or projects which have helped retain experienced and effective staff. 4 organisations have reached the final in this category. They are Cardiff Council with Rebuilding the Workforce, Carmarthenshire County Council with recruiting and supporting newly qualified social workers, Denbighshire County Council with the basic grade occupational therapy rotation, and Torfaen County Borough Council with their social worker career pathway. We're going to get a taste of these projects now in the film.
Historically, it has been very difficult to recruit occupational therapy staff into social care. To address these staff shortages, Denbighshire County Council invested in the learning of 6 of its occupational therapy support workers who were able to qualify as occupational therapists by getting a degree at Glyndŵr University. The department also recruited 2 basic grade occupational therapists in 2009, and with 3 trainees qualifying in 2010, it was necessary to give all newly qualified staff opportunities to maximise their developing practice. Denbighshire decided to rotate staff every 6 months across social services and housing. They were also given time to learn new skills like telecare and advanced moving and handling. Now, Denbighshire has highly qualified occupational therapy staff who are motivated and keen to remain with the authority. There is a shorter waiting list for occupational therapy, and the re-ablement team's ethos has been influenced to become one of enabling people to do things for themselves through setting achievable goals. The project has improved communication between departments, and there are plans to extend rotation into health settings.
This project has really helped develop my skills in areas such as telecare and advanced movement and handling techniques.
It's helped to improve communication across other departments within social services, which has helped in my own self-development and has helped me learn what other teams do.
Prior to 2008, Cardiff Council had a 45% vacancy rate for social workers in its children's services teams and a high turnover of staff. Then, in 2008, 32 social workers were appointed in children's services. They came from a variety of backgrounds and countries, and a long-term coordinated approach was essential if Cardiff Council was to keep these people and rebuild the expertise of its teams. This was done through a package of initiatives, including the provision of independent mentors with no line management responsibility to those in their first year in practice. An intensive induction process was also provided, as well as topic-focused learning groups and a revised social work career grade scheme. Positive results include a significant reduction in social work vacancies in frontline teams. Recruitment has improved, with many new recruits identifying the mentoring scheme as a factor in choosing Cardiff Council. There has also been an improvement in the percentage of cases on the Child Protection Register allocated to a social worker, with the figure remaining at 100% throughout 2009-2010 and 2010-2011.
The recruitment and retention project was set up to give additional support to social workers who are newly qualified.
I found the mentoring programme a really helpful resource for a newly qualified social worker. The mentor helped to build my confidence, and overall the programme was extremely supportive.
In 2009-2010, vacancies for social workers in Carmarthenshire were running at 10%, with recruitment becoming increasingly difficult. To continue to provide high-quality, effective services, the local authority decided to change its approach to recruiting social workers and supporting the professional development of those who were newly qualified. Firstly, they supported newly qualified social workers through personal development plans, a comprehensive induction programme, designated and trained mentors, peer group meetings, training and evaluation. Secondly, Children's Services recruited social work students who undertook their final year practice learning with Carmarthenshire County Council. Thirdly, they changed their secondment policy so that staff could be seconded to undertake a social work degree. The project has reduced vacant social work posts to zero, with many candidates competing for any job that arises. In 2010, 8 final year students who had undertaken third year placements in the county were offered social work jobs. All first year in practice workers rated their experience as excellent. Reducing vacancies has helped Carmarthenshire improve outcomes for vulnerable children and adults across the county.
This project has enabled me to progress, given me plenty of training opportunities to develop my knowledge in specific areas, to working with the families and to one-to-one with children.
And because we had reduced caseloads and our work was protected, there was more opportunities to go on training.
Like many other councils, Torfaen was facing a high turnover of social workers as practitioners moved between local authorities and to employers outside the profession. Retention payments had limited success and posts remain unfilled. Torfaen responded by introducing a career pathway based on the National Occupational Standards for social workers. This provided bands through which the social workers could progress by demonstrating their competence against specific performance standards. The skills and qualities that should be recognised in the career pathway were agreed in consultation with staff and trade unions. The career pathway is voluntary, with employees free to decide if they wish to participate. By the end of 2010, Torfaen did not have any vacancies in the department. This resulted in low turnover and better continuity of care for service users. The career pathway has strengthened opportunities for professional development and recognition of skills. It has attracted an average of 12 applications a year, a strong indication that staff have responded positively and embraced the initiative.
This project has benefited me and my career by allowing me to be recognised for what I do.
It's given me the opportunity to take on the role of a mentor and a practice assessor, so I can transfer those skills and knowledge to student practitioners and newly qualified and community support workers in the team.
We would attribute the career pathway to stabilising the workforce in Torfaen.
Well, this looked to be another strong category.
It was a strong category, and quite a difficult one for the judges to choose between the entrants, to be honest. It's clear that there's an awful lot of effort going on across the sector to improve the way that we attract people in, but also hang on to the good workers that we've got. So all the entrants had taken a very different approach, and what was interesting was the variety of approaches taken in this category. All the projects, as you saw from the clips, achieved excellent outcomes, and their results should be of interest across the sector, worth copying by employers across the sector facing similar challenges, because they've demonstrated that these initiatives actually work. And I guess that's the value of the accolades. Something else that was common to all these initiatives were the teams or the organisations delivering them were keen and prepared to learn. Many of these projects would also help in the development of our initiative that we've mentioned already, the Continuous Profession Education and Learning for Social Workers. And I'm sure that we will look at some of these initiatives with interest as we progress with the consultation. Decisions in all categories, Sian, were difficult to make, but I think this category was probably the hardest. Arwell, as the chair of the judging panel, had to be quite firm with us judges, and the decision on who should win came down to a dramatic vote amongst the judges, with only a hair's breadth between the finalists. So it was a very strong debate amongst the judging panel, and it's probably quite a tense moment for these people down here now.
I'm sure, and they haven't long to wait, Rhiann. We would like to welcome onto the stage the representatives of the projects: John Goodwin from Cardiff Council, Jane Evans, Carmarthenshire County Council, Cathy Curtis Lewis Nelson from Denbighshire County Council and Paul Morgan from Torfaen County Council. Well, we've already heard that this was a particularly close category, so let's find out now who got the final vote from the judges. The person with the important envelope, a member of that judging panel, Carol Capone of the Association of Directors of Social Services. Please give Carol a very warm welcome.
Of the effective recruitment and retention category is Cardiff Council.
Congratulations to Cardiff, but 3 valiant runner-ups here. Please come forward and accept your certificates.